Slutcha, how you do, Buckaroos, and how the heck are you? I'm going to be Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, even though I've got my House of Beer built shirt on because it's comfy. Anyways, yeah, I decided I needed to get out here and clean my smoker, even though I haven't started yet. I've been to the store, got some stuff to clean it, got some charcoal and some wood. I use a pit barrel. I like the system because it's simple. Yeah, you can buy those fancy ones if you like. I'm just not a fan because I like I guess a lot of it for me is that ceremony, right? Taking the time to have to light the coals, get everything set right. Just to press an ignition and let the gravity feed and use those cheap little pellets. I'm just not a fan. I can understand why some do it, but for me it's about that ceremony, right? To getting that grill ready or getting that smoker ready for the season, getting everything set, and quite frankly, the pit barrel system's damn near foolproof. It's very simple. Anyways, having said that, it's time I come out here just before I get started. I'm going to sit outside and have a couple cocktails with you, and I made them both very similar to kind of demonstrate the simplicity of cocktails or how simple they can be. Seems like a lot of nouveau bartenders these days want to make it as difficult as humanly possible. They want to put 10 fruit juices and 100 liqueurs in a cocktail, and when it just needs to be a couple ingredients. So here I have a local one here for one of the cocktails. It is my Oba Pearl Day Brandy from Tiakida. And I made both cocktails exactly the same, except for the main ingredient, except for the spirit. So the Day Brandy is 80 proof. Let me show that to you. So the mixture I use, I did cheat a little bit. Sometimes I make my own syrups and cocktail syrups, but this one we picked up a little while back. It's a stirring simple lemon drop cocktail mix. So I use this. So I've got 2 ounces of that. I've got 1 ounce of this. And the garnish is exactly the same on both drinks. It's a candied orange rind. Oh, something got there. The hazards of sitting outside. Something got in my cocktail here. Anyway, grabbed the wrong one, though. It's the wrong cocktail. There we go. Here's the one with the date brandy. I thought about going somewhere today, but I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money. I did spend some money to get some stuff for the grill, but that's different. We're going to eat that. But it was so nice. I felt like I had to do something because I've been really lazy on my days off. I've had so much going on that I plan things to do on my days off, and then I just decide I'm going to sit home. That date brandy is beautiful, neat, by the way. It's probably how it should be drank. But I wanted to. I've been trying different versions, right? So this date, I did a cocktail called Date Night with the lemon. I'm going to call this one Pucker Up. Anyway, it's very good. You can add more or less seasoning. It really depends on you. If you're making your own sour mix, which I typically do, but this time I had this product, so I decided to go ahead and use it. Man, that's absolutely delicious. And again, some may want a sweeter drink than I do. I don't like a real sweet drink, so some may want to add a simple syrup to it to sweeten it up a little bit. Some might want to, sugar the rim. I'm not a fan of that. For me, it's a sensory thing. I understand why it's done. I just don't like anything on the rim of my glass. Again, it's a sensory thing for me. But there are things you can do to dress it up if you like. The point I'm trying to make here is cocktails don't have to be difficult. Here I've got 2. I've got 3 ingredients counting the garnish, and that's really all it has to be. I think there's folks out there that just want to make things more complicated than they need to be. I'm going to have my couple cocktails here. Then I'm going to get to work and get my smoker going here, get it cleaned out good, put a burnout fire in, as I like to call it. And then I went to a Schumann's Meats here in town. And they had this beautiful, I just wanted to see what they had. And they had this really gorgeous Wagyu tri-tip. And it was just beautiful. And it was 19.99 a pound, which is pretty damn good for Wagyu. Yeah, it was regularly 27.99 a pound. They had it for 19, so I picked it up. I looked at that piece. I said, "That one right there, that's about 3 pounds, right?" He says, "Oh, it's probably about 2.5 or so." And put it on the thing. It was right at three. So, oh, you were good. Look like about 3 pounds. Anyway, I picked that sucker up, and I've got it. Seasoned it up how I like it. So I've got it kind of resting and take my time, get this smoker cleaned out. I was going to do the smoker first, but it took me a while to get my cocktails ready, and I already had the video set up. So I figured, oh, what the hell? I'll have a couple cocktails first. Launch it. It does make a nice drink. It really does. This date brandy is insane. I just been trying to think of different things to do with it, right? So, but the truth is, it is just gorgeous neat. There's nothing wrong with drinking this stuff neat. Tiaki Da, right here, a local Springfield product for me. They are really good, man. Uh, it's nice to have a full weekend off. I've been working a lot of Saturdays lately. So I got this Saturday and Sunday off. So I thought, well, that's going to relax. I kind of wanted to go somewhere. I've been dying to get to two breweries, Beard Engine and Hungry Hollow. Then the times I planned on getting out there, the weather was bad, so we couldn't go. Today the weather is good, but just didn't feel like making the drive. They decided there was other things I probably ought to do first. So, and my wife and I are both getting over. I'm getting over about a sinusitis, but I still got that little bit of a lingering cough I can't quite get rid of. So for cocktail number two, I was thinking more on the lines of a martini, but I wanted to do basically the same cocktail. So what I did here is I used the Builder's barrel finished gin, distilled from Midwestern grain, made with rosemary, lavender, and love. It's at 92 proof. This limited production gin is a labor of love from distiller Benet Shannon, starting with her award-winning Builder's Botanical Gin. She rested it in uniquely seasoned barrels of her own American malt whiskey and blueberry pomegranate cider. Yeah, this stuff is absolutely gorgeous. This is from Restless Spirits out of North Kansas City, Missouri. So I've got two Missouri products. And again, the mixer is exactly the same. So I use 2 ounces of that gin. I use 1 ounce of this product. And again, the candied orange garnish. It's exactly the same cocktail, other than the whiskey is different. And that's the point I'm trying to demonstrate is how simple a cocktail can be. I think a lot of folks just want to overthink it. Your best cocktails, your classic cocktails, are very simple. You don't need more than three ingredients most of the time. The hazards of drinking outside. So we got a little wind there and kind of sometimes stuff flies in. Probably won't kill me. Yeah, that gin is nice. I was talking with a friend yesterday, Jersey Johnny. We're talking about gin, and I was explaining that it's taken me a while to warm up to gin. I started a whiskey drinker, and so typically when I would have a martini, I would use vodka. But I have been really trying to acquire a taste, if you will. But I have noticed that I do prefer barrel gin. Man, this stuff is just good. Wife's out here tinkering around now. So let's finish cocktail number 2 and take a pause for the cause. And like I said, I'm gonna get my smoker going here. Get it cleaned out good, and I've got that nice piece of meat I'm gonna try to put on later today. Hopefully I can get everything done. Running a little behind. I also picked up. They had this. They make their own sausages. So and they picked up some hot links. Oh, I picked up some hot links. So I'm gonna smoke those as well. Uh, so again, with 2 ounces of the gin, 1 ounce of the Twinings here. Let me show you this bottle one more time. Simple lemon drop cocktail mix. Yeah, it's nice for a premix. Like I said, I typically make my own, but we picked this up about a month ago or a month and a half ago or so. Mm. And it is just kind of handy. It kind of works for just about everything. Whiskey sourish. So I use that to make a whiskey sour later as well. But I wanted to start with these two because I wanted to do the Oba Pearl, see how it reacted, and I wanted sort of again a martini-esque drink, if you will. Uh, I'll work on getting my smoker cleaned up, get a good fire in there to get it burned out real well, and season her back up for the season. And I'll put that Wagyu on. What I do like about this pit barrel, I mean, you have the grates. I have the grates, but you have 2 pieces of rebar that fit in here, and I've got the hook, so I hang it. I hang it. Hey, it's been punished. Yeah, it's been sentenced to hang. No, but I take that tri-tip rather than lay it across the grate. I hang it. That smoke just encompasses the entire chunk or roast or whatever. I do that with ribs. I do that with almost everything. If I do a pulled pork, if I do a pork buddy, I just hang it, and it works much better. Your flavor is so much better than letting it sit on the grate because it just that smoke just permeates everything. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I know before when I've done a tri-tip this size, it doesn't take a long time. Maybe just an hour, and sometimes even less than that. But for this 3 pounder, I'm probably just going to smoke about an hour. So I don't really want it to get because I want to keep it at a good rare, right? And the reason I want it rare is that I want to be able to reheat some of it later. So I cook it just done, you know, just this side of blue rare. But yeah, so I'll let it just kind of hang there. Then I'll do a reverse sear on it. But yeah, for a meat of this quality, right? I don't want a lot of smoke, and I don't, like I said, I don't want to get it very done. So yeah, in the past I've done between 45 minutes and an hour. I'm guessing for this 3 pounder, probably closer to an hour. Again, I don't want heavy smoke because I want that beef to shine, right? I don't want a heavy smoke on it. I want to taste the meat. I want to add enough stuff to bring that flavor out, not to cover it up. And that's the key, right? Just season it just enough to bring that flavor of the meat out, but you don't want to cover it up. I've done this before when I've cooked it in the past. I bought good pieces of meat like this, and I've treated it like I was cooking a prime rib, right? I've seasoned it and herbed it just like I was cooking a prime rib. You know, if you seasoned or just right. It's kind of like it turns out to kind of it won't look like, but it'll taste like a poor man's prime rib. It'll be nice and tender, give you those flavor and juices that you want. But yeah, when I saw that wagyu for that price, I thought, oh, we got to buy it. I had to check though when he first rang it up. It rang up at the regular price. He had the tag at 19, but it rang up at 27.99. So then when I asked him, he said, "Oh," he went back and changed it for me. So sometimes you got to pay attention. But it was an honest mistake. Sometimes things don't get changed in the system. I worked retail long enough to know that. You like to think it's an accident most of the time, but having worked for a large chain, the funny thing is you think large chains it's an accident, but no, it isn't always. Sometimes they keep mistakes in the system on purpose, thinking most of the time people won't say anything about it. Don't trust that evil retail empire; they will screw you every time. Oh man, that's a nice cocktail. Let me show you this bottle. I love these products, man. Restless Spirits, North Kansas City. So I'm a big fan of their whiskey, especially their American single malt whiskeys. But their other products are just incredible as well. Their vodka, their gin, man, everything they do is just amazing. I'm a big fan of that distillery in North Kansas City. I visited them once. Had a cocktail there that was just I did a smoked old fashioned that was crazy good. But the reason I spent so much there and continue to buy their products is because their customer service was so incredible. It was just incredible. It was just amazing. Everything about that experience was perfect. So let me show you this bottle one more time here. Uh, Damn, that's good. Anyways, I digress. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and I'm gonna check in with you later. But I got to take some time and get my smoker going. So I'll be back later this afternoon, but it'll be a minute. I already gave you the spiel, so I'm gonna stick to the NSA or skip to the NSA. All around good guy, Slancha.